Hi guys! I want to do something with you today. We're going to be making color swatches. This is something you can do with any medium that you're using, and therefore it's also very nice for you when you're a beginning artist, like with watercolor or crayons or acrylic paint. Can be any medium, but if you are just beginning and want to get a feeling, get to know what you're working with, then this is a really nice exercise. It's also a really great color study and something that you're creating that you can later on for color studies. Also, when you're a beginning surface designer, you don't even need to be a beginning surface designer. Just when you're a surface designer, it's a really nice thing to have color swatches to do a color study, mix and match the colors and see what looks really good for the design you want to create. Now, this exercise that we're going to do now is just a very mindful, really relaxing exercise. Nice thing to do after a busy week or just when you have no inspiration but you want to be creating something, then just follow along with me and we're going to do this. So first, before we get started, I like to show you a deck of color swatches that I've created in the past so that you know what we're going to be doing. And what I've did with this set is use watercolor paper that I've been using in the past that I've painted on. I'm not using anymore. So, as I said, what we're going to need are pieces of watercolor paper. You can use used watercolor paper, and then we're going to make the swatches on the back. What you could also do is use paper that you haven't used. Also, I'm going to create these with watercolor. But if you prefer to use acrylic paint, gouache, or crayons, it doesn't matter. If you've got something that you want to have swatched, you can use it. I'm going to be using my watercolor paint, the one that I'm currently working with. Please don't mind the mess on my palette. I'm going to need glasses of water. I've got some brushes. I've got an old rag, and I also have got my paper towels nearby to clean off the brush and fix mistakes as I'm painting. So what I will be doing now is I'm going to fold the pieces of paper, starting with one, and then going to cut them. So I also need a pair of scissors. With this one, this really colorful background, and I'm going to just fold these. All doesn't need to be perfect. So very nice and mindful exercise. And we're also creating something that's going to be useful. nice. I've got this little pile, these cards, really nice. As I said, I really like how they're looking at the back. So starting with the red, I am going to make sure that there's a lot of paint on my brush. So highly pigmented. And I'm going to just swatch it out. And I think this is a good place for me to clean my brush, have water on it, and then continue all the way down. So like halfway, I'm going to stop with painting, then I'm going to be cleaning my brush, make sure I've got some water on my brush, and then I'm going to paint all the way down. Another one, really looking very nice. So, I don't know if you already got to paint all of your swatches. If not, just pause this video and keep on painting. So to write the name of the color on the swatch, I like to use a small point, a black marker. You can also use pencil or anything you have on hand. Talking color names. So if you used the tubes, the name is on the tube, so you can write that name on your swatch. And the name of the paint is also on the pen. You can write that on. And well, in some cases, I might not know the name. We'll figure that out later. So I'm going to start with the red one. I know that it's cadmium red. I'm going to shorten it. Deep So I named my cards, my colors. At least I tried to name them all, so I've got a few missing. I'd like to start decorating the back so that it's going to be a cohesive set. So here they are, our color swatches. And what we can do now with these beautiful cards, you can keep them with you. And when you start designing, when you have got some inspiration and you know the topic that you want to paint, it's always good to think beforehand what colors you are going to use. Sometimes I'm just in the mood to have my palette open and I just pick any color that I like. But for certain design processes, it's very nice to just limit yourself to a certain amount of colors. So this could be a color palette I'm deciding to go for when I'm going to paint my next floral pattern. Now, doesn't this look like a really cool color combination? But now when I'm looking at the back of my cards, look at this. So these cards really make me happy. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video and following the tutorial to create your own color swatch cards. I hope you found it very useful to create your own cards and that you can use these in the future in your design process or when you're making a composition for a painting. Especially when you're a beginning artist or beginning designer, then this could be a really useful asset in your resource library for when you're starting with your designing. If you like my content and you would like to see more, then you can check out my channel and my website. There is more stuff on there. And subscribe to my channel to be sure that you won't miss out on any content. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I would like to get your feedback in the comments. So thank you very much and have a great day. Bye!